Hi, friends. Host Eric here. Talking with famous people. I'm chatting with Isaiah Rude, and he has made an announcement today. He's decided to reignite the steel industry, as he put it. And that apparently is why he's visiting Pittsburgh. Uh, Not really much of a steel industry left there, Isaiah, and I'm not sure your efforts at becoming a manufacturing tycoon are going to pay off. It's not really the right era for steel manufacturing tycoon.
Right.
But did you find something else to do while you were there?
Yeah, I've been spending the last week here in Pittsburgh with Rachel from the live streams.
Now, note,
If you,
everybody, he's not talking about my Rachel. He's talking about other Rachel.
right.
You remember her from such live streams as Talking with Fast People. So this shit always trips me the fuck out in a super happy, excited way. Like, this channel has coupled up lots of people, and including me, right? I tried to couple up outside the channel and encountered only failure and misery and heartache. Why? Because relationships that don't initiate and talking with famous people land lack a certain sprinkle of magic fairy dust that those that do begin in TWFP land enjoy. Thoughts, Isaiah Rude?
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it's almost too much to be a coincidence that there are so many different people on this channel. Almost everyone who actually becomes an active member, this seems to end up happening to them. You know what I mean? I'm
Well,
not sure what it is about this channel or this community that that makes it conducive to starting that at all. But
I
it's
think I know what it is.
what is it?
It's homogeny, basically.
Oh, right.
Because look, it's as far as the YouTube channel goes, it's not very big. I've only got less than 6,000 subscribers. It's incredibly slow growing, considering
Right.
how many videos I make. Right, just stunningly slow growing. Why? Well, because it's a very specialized, like it's like that cheese with ants in it. Some people like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the cheese that has living ants in it, and then you eat the ants too. Have you seen that
Yeah, yeah,
cheese?
yeah.
There's a little bugs in it. Anyway, it's like that. There is definitely a group of people in the world who genuinely like that ant cheese,
Mm-hmm.
and who will spend a lot of time eating it. They just like morning, noon, and night. They just like gobbling down ant cheese. Um, but for everybody else, they don't want to eat it at all. You
Yeah.
know. So the thing is, the reason relationships here work is because you have already eliminated all the non-ant cheese eaters, and
Mm-hmm.
since you're going to be spending a lot of time eating ant cheese, you better find another ant cheese eater.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I can jump right into cognitive function talk with her. You know what I mean?
I mean, that helps relationships too. Being aware of
Yeah.
cognitive functions and being able to sort of do analysis on the interactions between you two as it's going on is very
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah, we'll watch TV together and just type people that we're watching on the TV. So it's pretty. I don't know.
Rachel always asks me about characters types on TV. And
Mm-hmm.
prior to getting with her, I would always say when people ask me that shit, I don't type made up people and I don't type actors and stuff like
Yeah.
that because I don't know them. I've never interacted with them. How the fuck am I supposed to know what type they are? Um,
Mm-hmm.
but as soon as Rachel Apollosa says to me, Eric, what type is Obi-Wan Kenobi? Or launch into an immediate, well, it could be this, without any sort of referencing of my previously so vigorously stated and held objections to the concept of doing so.
Yeah.
That's the power of pussy.
Yeah. It's I don't know. Being any dominant or being high up in any, sometimes it's I don't know, you start talking and you know you don't really care that you contradicted yourself or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
That's called instrumental TI. Rachel, other Rachel.
Huh.
How's Pittsburgh?
Cold now, but it's good.
Have you always lived in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Are you a Steelers fan?
Yeah. Just by default, you know.
Are you down with Isaiah's plan to reignite the steel industry in Pittsburgh?
What?
Yeah, he wants to become a manufacturing tycoon. I've tried to explain to him it's no longer the Gilded Age, but he just ignores me. Thoughts?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know.
I'm gonna reignite the steel industry.
I heard nothing about this until now.
Seal fur collector? Is that what you are? A seal fur harvester? Well,
Yeah.
That's a gruesome job. But yeah, somebody's got to do it.
Do it.
Otherwise, how will all the seals get killed?
We need those seals dead.
Well, you know what sucks ass?
What's
is
that?
when it's like cold outside and I'm a little chilly and my tender body is not protected by a layer of seal fur.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I can remedy that. I just need to club some seals to death, skin them, and then I can just put their skin on top of me. See?
You can have like multi-layered seal fur coats with. Yeah.
I want a seal fox minker coat. It's a combination of seal fur, fox fur, mink fur, and beaver fur.
You could have a whole
patches. It's gonna be in patches. It's a patchwork fur coat. The turducken of fur coats.
The turducken and fur coats.
Rachel, how many fur coats do you have?
Hey Rachel, how many fur coats do you have? Can you tell us what animals they're made of?
I don't have any.
You don't have any fur coats? I thought I saw you wearing one yesterday.
I don't think it's real fur. It's just
Oh.
a hood.
Do you have a wetsuit? Do you own a wetsuit?
No.
Have you ever gone surfing off the coast of Pittsburgh?
What?
Have you ever gone surfing off the coast of Pittsburgh?
No, I've been kayaking downtown.
You can kayak in downtown Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Really?
Sure.
I did not know that. Who watching this video knew that you could kayak in downtown Pittsburgh? How far can you kayak? Can you kayak all the way to Philadelphia?
No, I don't think the river goes over there. I don't know.
That'd be great if you could.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That'd be a trip, all right.
But you know, I just thought of this. It's funny. Yeah, on the topic of her being INFJ, I noticed her doing these little FE workarounds for asking me to do things. Like, I can't remember. What was that one thing you said?
I don't know. What was that one?
Ah, damn. I wish I could remember it.
Like,
It was like,
did you want to not get up and get me food right now? Because I just am curious. Oh, you mean you want me to get you food?
yeah, or she'll do the whole, like, are you hungry?
Yeah, are you hungry?
And then I'll be like, I don't know, are you hungry? She's like, oh, I don't know.
Taken to its logical conclusion, this strategy would be like, are you going to ask me a question that indicates that I'm slightly mad about something, but don't really want to say it because it might hurt your feelings?
Right.
What? That's like a brain disabler right there.
Mm-hmm.
So other Rachel, do you have any exciting things you'd like to share with the viewing audience, or notions, or poop on your face, or anything like that?
How about bong rip?
Bong rip it is.
All right.
Let's transubstantiate it to everyone
Yeah.
watching.
No, you know what? Forget them. Let's transubstantiate these bong rips to each other.
Oh, okay. You gotta say I transubstantiate thee.
Yeah, you do. Otherwise, it won't transubstantiate. Now, and I have to. I'm granting you a temporary power of transubstantiation. You don't normally naturally have it, according at least to both the Lorraine Church and God's Big Heaven Church. I transubstantiate thee.
Hey, can I transubstantiate one? All right. Eric, I'm gonna transubstantiate you one.
Yeah, you have the ability as the archpastors. Oh.
Pastor boy.
Well, you're more like tomorrow's coup.
Personality type of tomorrow.
Yep, that's my type. That's me. ENTP is the personality type of tomorrow. Whew, I got lucky. I would hate to be the personality type of yesterday. That's old news.
Personality type of last week.
Did you see how nice Rachel Epalosa danced in the video called Summer Party?
I did.
Pretty good dancer, huh?
Yeah.
I like
Okay,
that.
Eric, get your lungs ready. Here we go.
That's
I
sultry.
transubstantiate thee.
Oh, that was a bell ringer.
Yeah, I didn't get
was
any of the high from
a
that.
bell
That was
ringer.
all Eric.
Oof. Blowing my mind. Okay, so to recap for the viewing audience, I want to chat a little bit about couples having become existent by TwFP. So, obviously, there's me and Rachel and Melissa, but that was not even remotely close to the first such couple.
Right.
So, I want to go back to Lightbulb, who was a community member, still is, but came around the very beginning of the Raw room in the Raw channel, which was when it was a GoToMeeting, and like right after I got set up to go 24 hours a day with Bach.
Mm-hmm.
She ended up getting with this English guy named Barry. Now, he spells his name on the internet Berry, and I don't think his name is actually Barry, but anyway, that's what I know. I don't know what his real name is. They got together. He flew from England to Colorado, and they surprised everybody by showing up. That's one I remember from quite some time ago. Not that long after that, here's one that did not work. Nick surprised the fuck out of me by telling me that he had gotten with Jewel. This was shortly after I got with Kimberly. Note that I had gotten Kimberly not in the community. This is about 3 years ago at this point, coming about 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what stunned the living hell out of me as well, at least probably more than any of them, was when Susie told me and informed me at some point that she was with Abraham. Now, she at the time was like 33 or something. He was 20 years old. So same difference between me and Rachel, right? But it seems bigger when you're younger a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, they've now been together for 4 years. I mean, with her living in Norway and him living in Los Angeles, she's visited him here twice when I was living with Kimberly and stayed with us during those occasions. And they're rock solid. And even though it's long distance, he's finally getting a one-way ticket to Norway, living in this gym to go live in Norway with her. So that's finally coming to fruition, and he'll get to be with his woman forever, full time.
Yeah.
Who else is in general? Not host Mark has gotten with a couple of different chicks from the channel, I think. And I think he and they may have been decided, may have been purposefully not, hit and quit kind of thing. I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
Didn't Peter didn't teach you and Countess get together on the channel?
Oh yeah, Peter. Yeah, Peter Dentici. No.
Dentigi.
Is that right? Dentigi.
Yeah.
Dentigi. Okay. Peter and Countess, yes. I got with somebody from the channel before. I got with a married woman from who. The thing is, I would never have initiated that shit or tried to do that.
Yeah.
She hit me over the head with it, and she was also like extremely, I guess you'd say, conventionally attractive. And even though she was mid-30s, late 30s, she's actually older than Rachel is now.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like she was in her mid-20s. It was like perfectly preserved.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. I did that. I would never do that again. Sleep with anybody who was in a relationship if I knew they were in one. But I did then. And she was from the channel. And that didn't work out because, of course, she married.
Yeah.
Right.
What other relationships have occurred around here?
Did Becky and Shane?
Oh yeah, Becky and Shane. Becky and Shane are here, and you know that it was the opposite of the way that mine played out. Mine didn't
Mm-hmm.
end. Mine didn't end her relationship, but Shane did end Becky's. And you know, to give Becky credit, it's not like she was planning on sustaining an affair at any point. Anyway, uh, I never. I'm not trying to. I never was trying to slam the girl about anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless, that relationship seems to be sticking. He moved from the south up to Canada.
Yeah.
Who else? Can you think of any more?
I don't think Spacing Tori really counts.
No. Tori's from Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's they didn't meet here. I know there are some other ones too. I just need to think a little bit more. Well, there's YouTube. Now there's YouTube. So, I don't know. There are probably more that I haven't thought of. Maybe somebody can mention them here if they think about it. I do think that it's a community here where you get probably a lot of single young people, and you get a good split of genders here. Like this channel, somebody said in a comment, and I agree with it entirely, and I wasn't offended by it at all, that I do a good job of embracing my feminine side. In other words, making it comfortable for women in general. Like I treat everybody the same. I'm very egalitarian in that regard, and I've always liked women, and I've always enjoyed chatting with them. Like in American culture, wanting to chat, wanting to talk a lot is considered a feminine quality.
Yeah.
Well, if talking's girly, then call me a woman, because I can't shut the fuck up.
Is it girly?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't think it's actually girly. What I'm saying is,
I've never heard that.
It's like American culture tends to afford the communication angle of things, at least in family dynamics, to the woman.
Sure, I guess. I don't know if I agree.
Well, I mean, granted, those social mores are starting to change and such, and the storylines that are told that represent culture are much more diverse than they used to be. And so it's hard to describe a real standard that represents most Americans' perceptions. But at least in the time I was raised, there was a perception of women being responsible for communication and men being responsible for solvency.
And what do you mean by solvency?
I mean, men were supposed to be actively solving problems, either working or fixing something broken around the house or mowing the lawn, and women what the problem area they were supposed to be in charge of was communication between people, maintaining harmony in the family, and so forth. Yeah.
Sure.
Now, of course, what it sounds to me like is an arbitrary decision to say, man, you do TE, woman, you do FE. It's like, in my relationship,
Well,
I
it's 2020. It's like that. I don't
right.
know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not supporting the notion. I'm just
I
saying
know, I know,
that
I know.
I was raised with that idea in general. So when somebody in the comments said that, they're probably, maybe they were raised in a similar time period or whatever, but they obviously were reflecting at least an underlying assumption or belief that communication skills are broadly feminine.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
So anyway, for whatever reason, it is true that my stats show that it's about half women, half men. And I think that that's better than most YouTube channels that are made by men.
And it feels about that way too, like in the live chats and everything.
It makes it conducive to a dating environment, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, largely similar demographics, early 20s. I mean, there's a range of people, but they're all packed within like 16 to 40.
Yeah.
Very few over 40 and very few under 16. So it is a good demographic for in terms of it's more narrowly dense, I guess you'd say, than it might be in terms of its spread, or than unweighted would be.
And
So,
furthermore, you don't go into any interaction with the expectation of dating anybody,
right.
which is a huge thing.
It's cool because you have to get to know them first and want to date them organically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool because it's explicit. It's not explicitly a dating thing. Then it would be weird to immediately be like, "Oh, hey, baby." I mean, the thing is, if you do a lot of that shit, then it's like people will start to tease you a little bit because like Matthew Alistair has experienced a little bit of teasing about doing too much of that stuff. Right? Like, hey, you want to come to Connecticut? Matthew Alistair. How old are you? What do you look like? Female, huh? Hey. So, yeah, there are exceptions there. I'm joking, Matthew. Chill out. It's fine. I know that here's another relationship maybe in the works. Because I am pretty sure there is a threesome of sparks flying between, guess who? Matthew Alistair, Serenity Chandra, and Can motherfucking Sarma Pagoo.
Oh, what's going on between them?
I don't know. Our little bird told me that I didn't know what was going on with them, but that I should mention something anyway.
Maybe there's a love triangle going on.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think there may be two warring states in India.
Well, okay, here's what I think. Sreti Chandran is probably the one who's like really indecisive about her feelings, so she's probably not going to say that she likes either one.
I don't know, Matthew. No, I don't know. I just can't decide. Go talk to Kankan Krishna Sarvababu.
And then Kankan Krishna Sarvabagu's got a big fat crush on Matthew Alistair, but Matthew Alistair... Well, no, he'd flirt back with her, so can't be that. See, Matthew Alistair's a big wrench
Matthew
in this.
Alistair. I Kankan Krishna Sarvababu. I love you so much, but I'll never tell you.
It's a big mystery how this works.
I'm going to keep it a secret because I have an allergic spot to dots right here. I can't get one. Well,
I don't think a love triangle with Matthew Alistair and INFP and Kankan Krishna Sarvapagu would just ever work.
Okay, well, what if we were to throw into the mix Kankan Krishna Sarvapagu's arranged husband? Get a love square instead of a love triangle. What do you think? They could have.
Damn. We could have all sorts of shapes.
All right, let's see if we can toss it there and get a pentagon. Okay, let's see if we can get a pentagon going.
Okay.
Who's gonna go into the love pentagon with Ken Krishna Sarmabagu, Shrey Chandra, Matthew Alistair,
Hambone's got to go in it.
Ken Krishna Sarmabagu's arranged husband, who we're gonna call Tony, okay, and Hambone. I agree,
Yeah.
Hambone, yeah. They get, and he should wear a shirt that says, because I know you guys don't eat cows. And then Hambone. Right? It's perfect. That's how you get tons of action in India.
He's just got to have a whole bunch of like cheesy T-shirts that say Hambone on them.
Just a quote that he says, and then
Yeah.
Hambone, right? For example, too much curry, period. Hambone. Walking around the streets of Calcutta in that. Now that's tough. That's first world tough.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Relationships.
Yeah, we were talking about relationships.
Who else can we set up with who else? So, okay, we need to hook up. We need to hook up Eileen with the right person. We gotta find the right person for.
I agree.
Yeah.
Inartistically dark, Eileen, Phoenix, Bread, the woman of many, many names.
And many, many types.
Right. Well, I think she settled on, I don't know, she says she's INTJ. She's quite convinced she's an INTJ. I don't know. I don't even want to touch that with a 10-foot pole that's attached to another 10-foot pole because I will hear about it for fucking ever. So, regardless of that.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna set up Eileen.
Inquiring minds want to know, who's the Joe to go with the hoe?
Oh man.
Let me think. You two. Other Rachel, you think too. Where's my Rachel? I told her to drop in though. She thought we were going to realize we were just chatting. She thought I had a text. Shit's all right up.
What are you thinking for?
Eileen.
Hey, come chat with me and
Who would be good with Eileen?
iPhone. I'm going to call you iPhone.
Jeebus.
No Jeebus. Not Jeebus.
I'm sorry.
Jeebus isn't respectful enough.
I'm just playing around. I don't know who.
Yeah, no, that would drive her insane.
Yeah.
I think that would drive. No, there's someone for Jeebus. We got to get to Jeebus later.
I'm going to call you guys iFunk and OR because your names are too difficult to type. Your name, Isaiah, your first name?
Yeah.
It's the way you have it spelled or whatever, your parents decided to spell it. It's like they purposefully put this massive, irregularly shaped speed bump in the middle of the metaphysical road. Every time I encounter it, every time I'm required by the moment to type it, I go, it's fucking just throw S's and I's and A's in randomly.
Yeah.
That's your name.
It's actually how it's spelled in the Bible. That's why it's spelled that way. But
Okay.
But it is weird spelling nonetheless. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You know what I think it's the product of? The Tower of Babel.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. You're what's known as a Babel remnant.
Babel remnant.
Mm-hmm.
What? Like
Gaelic. It's not useful for anything. It's not fun. It sounds gay. I mean, like not in a happy way, more like in a shitty way, not in a homosexual way necessarily. I'm just saying. Do you really want your language in Gaelic?
Yeah.
I don't.
Or like what else? Like Cornish.
Cornish game hen. The Cornish game hen spoke Gaelic.
I don't think they spoke Gaelic. They spoke.
Now look, the Cornish game hen spoke Gaelic is a great
Yeah.
sentence.
It is. The Cornish game hens. It's hard to say.
The Cornish game hen spoke Gaelic.
Hold on. The Cornish game hen spoke Gaelic.
Yeah, so a good start our poem is the Cornish game hen spoke Gaelic. The peacock's Portuguese. And seagulls from the west to here said anything they please. But if a hawk, a duck, and sparrow ever fly away, their path grows ever more so narrow until their dying day. There. Problem solved.
Well,
Thank you. Well, I mean, look, there was I'm a good citizen. I see a poem unfinished. I'm just gonna go fucking stop there, take out my tools from the truck, and just fucking get that shit handled. Get her done. I'm a useful member of society. I make up poems.
Yeah, I don't make entire poems. I see the potential to make the entire poem after I make the first line, then I quit.
INTP. See? You're not show-offy enough. I need more show-off from you. I need you to increase your show-offiness by about 12%. Can you do that for me? Can you give me a ha cha 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 cha?
Ha cha 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 cha.
Give it about a 6. That's okay. Not bad for first try. Also, I'd like you to become a professional baseball player.
Oh, do I look like a baseball player?
No. If you did, I would have said I'd like you to be a baseball player. I'd like you to become one. I'd like you to morph into one over the course of the next year. Okay? Start practicing today. This time next year, I'd like you to be on at least AA team. Okay?
Did the tarot cards tell you this, or what?
No. I'm just making requests. I'm just taking my social capital out and seeing how far it'll go.
It's like you've maximized the efficiency of tarot cards, and you're going around telling people random advice. Hey,
I don't buy no tarot cards. Why? My girlfriend Rachel took them back to New York.
Yeah, so you made your own.
Right. Those aren't called tarot cards. Those are called marrow cards. That's what I'm going to call them from now. Marrow cards. MARROW. All right, pick a card, Isaiah Rue. Let's see. I'm going to hold up some cards here, and you pick one.
I can't see the camera. I'm on my phone. But...
All right, well, you know what? I'll separate. Okay, I got 4 piles from left to right. Which pile do you want me to take from? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
3.
Ooh, you picked the smallest pile. Okay, cool. So there's only 3 cards in this pile. Do you want the top one, the medium one, or the bottom one?
The medium one.
All right. Oh, you got this card. Funny, somebody got the same card the other day when I did this. This is the Slab Sink of Spirits. It means right now a lot of magic's going on in your life.
Okay.
Who did I post for on the live stream? Did I post for you?
yeah.
Oh,
you both got the Slab Sink card. Now look, there are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me show the cards to the people. Great. 1, 2, 3. How's this supposed to go? Oh yeah, like this. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. You see we got some water damage on some of them. That's very sad. 10. From the Christmas tree though. 10. 11. I like this one. Let's do it. 12. 13. 14. This one's got lots to go. 15. 16. 17.
Rachel's been drawing pictures this entire time.
18. Yeah. If you get these size cards, mail them to me and I'll add them to the deck. It's cheap for anybody out there who wants to do that. This size cards is, I have to measure. Hold on. I don't know, like 19 or 20? I don't know. There's like 20 cards, 21 cards. But you guys both got the same one out of 20 or 21. So I'd like the deck to be at least 100 cards, but not much more over 100 cards. So basically like 99 cards is what I'm thinking.
Well, that's pretty weird. We both got the exact same card, and it's,
well,
highly unlikely.
It's also specifically the card that says a lot of magic's going on with you,
Yeah.
So, that's true at the moment.
For sure.
I like this guy. You can't see the camera at all?
No, I can't.
Okay, never mind. You can't see this.
We could switch to your laptop because I think it might be had a problem with my laptop before.
Yeah, I can do it.
It's fine. I gotta go because I gotta go to CVS to help my dad get my mom in the car. The reason I'm here right now instead of already down there helping is because I told him I had typing this morning from 9 to 10. That person didn't show up, but this interesting conversation did. And to me, this interesting conversation is preferable to having had that typing. So, good job, Typee, for not showing up. And thanks for watching, everybody at home. And talk to you soon.